Welcome to another episode of Tree Stand Totals. I'm Dave Bartoo. I'm one of the data consultants for EPA Sports. We do WNBA, we do NBA, we do college basketball, NHL, NFL. We do sports with the goal of simplifying it into EPA, expected point averaging, and we try to use those numbers to take advantage of the lines. Now, the data consultants that all work on the projects, well, we approach the data a little bit differently in terms of how we bet. So the goal of Tree Stand Totals is to, well, basically you can follow along with me. I'm not selling you picks. EPA Sports sells data on all the games. It's there for your due diligence, because it doesn't matter if I hit the enter button or you hit the enter button. You're only responsible for the bets you make. Doesn't matter how you get there. So these are my picks, and this is kind of my adventure in sports betting. Since I got into the data, I figured, hey, you know, most of these folks out there are selling picks and not even following their bets. Why not be the guy that sells the data and let you follow my picks? I know, different, but I like that a whole lot better. Now, this episode, I'm going to hit the WNBA real quick. We only got one game tonight, and it's really an exhibition one. Now, before I get to it, I want to tell you how bad I screwed myself in the WNBA the other day. Okay? I went against I've been researching the WNBA for years, right? And I know that the best moving average for WNBA home and away is the last three games. So what did I do the other day when I did my podcast? I said, fuck it! Let's go against everything that you've ever researched, Dave. And guess what? I got bombed. Absolutely bombed. 8-unit swing by not following the numbers. Now, if I'd have followed all the numbers, I would have barely scratched out a small losing day instead of just getting myself killed. So, note to self and everybody else: you got a strategy, stick to the strategy until the data, which you need to compile, until the data tells you to switch. Stick to your strategy. So, there's one game tonight in the WNBA. It is Liberty at the Aces. The Liberty are actually better, 2 points better on the road than at home this year, averaging just over 88 on the road. The Aces at home averaging just under 93 a game, and this game in the EPA numbers pencils out basically 87.5 apiece. Now, it is an exhibition game, so be wary. But the numbers that the lines put out make it look like it's a real WNBA game. So these ladies have clinched a playoff berth. This is an exhibition game. Winning team splits up like a $500,000 or some goofy thing like that. But the numbers on the live board right now are very, very much looking like a WNBA game. It's Aces 91.5 and the Liberty 84.5, and I just said 87.5 apiece. So I'm over on the Liberty and I'm under on the Aces. Now remember, Liberty is going to play 3 games in the next 4 days. I am going to blind bet under them on Friday. I'll do it, okay? But that's for another episode. So back to the game total. First half, I'm going to bet them all over. Okay, the Aces score 54% of their game points in the first half. So Liberty and the Aces over in the first half. First half over the total number that's out there right now, which I believe it's like 89.5, 90.5, something like that. So, and then for the game, it's 167.5, but the model was at 175.4. Shit, man, that's no margin. So I'm gambling on my sports betting, and I bet an alternate total. I took over 175. So I'm staying within the model, but I'm giving myself the upside of 175 instead of the under 176.5. Depends on my mood. Maybe I'll live bet the under depending on how that goes, just to try to middle the sucker just for some fun. But that's where I'm at. No spreads. You know my rules. No spreads. I just, the models don't go well with them, and I just don't buy the efficiency of betting spreads. I'm much more comfortable betting totals. That's why we call it tree stand totals. So that's how I see the Liberty and the Aces on the day. A lot of overs, except the Aces game total under 91.5. And quite honestly, if you wait, I bet you're going to get 92, 92.5, maybe 93 by tip, because everybody loves betting over on the Aces. Oh, which, by the way, I got totally freaking screwed doing that myself, going against the model the last time the Aces played. So the next podcast will be Major League Baseball totals for today. I believe it's August 15th, 2023. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Remember, you can get all the data on, it's all there right now, all the Friday WNBA games. It's already posted for your due diligence on EPA Sports. That's patreon.com/EPA Sports. All of our data, all sports, $1 a day. I think it's a hell of a deal for the think tank you're getting out of it. Appreciate your time. Talk again soon.